I guess background as far as what led me to becoming a chef, I've always loved to cook. Quite literally, ever since I could reach the counter, my mother would have me beside her. And it was in the little details of holiday dinners, like sitting in the kitchen where my mom would tell everybody to get out so she could focus and she should cook. But I would be like tucked away in the corner. Can I just watch? And just watching became snapping beans and chopping herbs and all those different things. And as great of a cook as my mother is, she was also really great with presentation. So I couldn't just snap the beans. I had to know how to do it correctly. I had to know how to hold my knife correctly. So my mother was as much about education in the classroom as she was in the kitchen. So she definitely taught me most of what I knew, but it never felt like work. It never felt like a chore. It was always something I was happy to do. At about 8 or 9, she let me start experimenting in the kitchen on my own. And I remember my first recipe was a brownie recipe that I tried to create myself. And I was mixing something because it definitely came out more in fudge than a brownie, but it wasn't bad. So I knew that there was promise even in the failures back then. Fast forward to it was actually 2012. So September of 2012, I started Ravel after coming home from college. I'm a graduate of Stony Brook University and came home, didn't really want to enter the corporate workforce, but I knew I made a really good brownie correctly at this point and decided to try to monetize some of my baked goods. And it took off. Everything went really well. So in the fall of 2013, I started culinary school. And it was really just to hone the skills that my mother had taught me over the years and to really understand the instructions that I would just read from all these cookbooks that I had around me growing up, just to get that firsthand experience from true professionals. So graduating the next year, I came home and was really ready and willing to do anything. I did a lot of in-home events and that really propelled me to work one on one with people. So, be it a cooking class or just private chef work, I realized very quickly that the restaurant wasn't for me. But again, as I said before, neither was a corporate job. So, it just became me carving my own path and creating my career through Ravel.